in the middle of all of this, you have Republicans trying to cross the T's, dot the I's on a plan to address police abuse. And at the same time, some of the racial concerns that might underlie some of that, and still balance what the president says is a respect for law and order. Congressman Tom Reed of New York joins us right now. Congressman, where is this planned legislation going, and what do you want to see included in it?
Well, I do believe there's an opportunity for us to come together. We're standing with law enforcement, standing with folks that are trying to reform the system to go after the bad actors. And where I really see good, positive conversation is coming out of the Senate. You got Tim Scott leading the charge on the Republican side, but I know conversations are happening in the Senate across the aisle. And you got some good reforms that are going to reward best practices, that are going to allow those bad actors to be held accountable. But you got to make sure we stand with the police through this, just as we're standing with those that want to go after the bad actors in law enforcement.
Do you equate, as some have in the Black Lives Matter movement, Congressman, what happened to this African-American man in Atlanta who was shot and killed by police, brandishing, a taser, and what happened in Minneapolis with George Floyd?
Yeah, obviously, when you see George Floyd's situation, clearly murder, and I see also when you have an individual shot multiple times in the back, that escalates to a level of concern. But I do see the George Floyd situation much differently than the Atlanta case. The Atlanta case, here you got an individual who is actively tussling with the police, using weapons, grabbing for weapons. That is a very dynamic situation, but that there's going to have to be justice there too, because shooting an individual in the back, that is problematic. But the bottom line is how do we use these moments to come? Yeah, and I would say that's why the Senate, I'm very intrigued with the conversations we're having with the senators in regards to a package that is going to be bipartisan. In the House, we're going to have a partisan bill. There was no outreach to the Republican side to put this together. And hopefully we can maybe change that when the Senate gets done with the packages they're working on.
All right. Thank you very, very much, Congressman.